Man, I wish I could go and visit the nightlife of Bogota, Columbia, in South America. It makes me sick to my stomach not being able to do so. But if I went, it would no doubt make me sick to my stomach once I got there. Because all those long-armed, top-notch, impossibly good-looking girls would not think I was good-looking. They would ignore me. If I tried to talk to them by air hockey and measure their arms, would they let me? If I was a good-looking guy, to be sure they would, but because I'm not a good-looking guy, I'd probably get my fair share of no's. At least I'm not a fat tub of lard, and I'd get some yeses. But if I went to Bogota, Columbia, it would make me sick to my stomach because I'm not able to get in a fight with the bouncers one-on-one and kick their asses because I'm a nobody. If I could go to Bogota, Columbia and get in a fight with a mean, hateful, snarky bouncer who knew the martial arts, and if I could kick his ass, I wouldn't be so sick to my stomach. I'd actually have some joy. But the joy would fade when I tried to talk to those top-notch girls in South and Columbia, and they rejected me because I was not good looking, and then I'd start being sick again. Now, if these top-notch girls thought I was good looking, that'd be more than half the battle. I'd rather have that than to be able to kick the bouncer's ass and all the other things I'm going to mention I wish I could have if I went down to Bogota, Columbia. I wish I could be a guy of power. A guy who is admired. I wish I could be a guy who could get up to sing my songs. Or have my songs on Spotify played in the nightclubs, and the nightclubs will start jamming like motherfuckers. That would make it worth my while. That would put a smile on my face. If I was smart and tough enough to go into some back alleys, into some real seedy, frightening, dangerous places, and spray paint some graffiti on the walls, and smart enough to do it and not be caught by those South American police. And if I got accosted by a gang member or somebody who didn't like what I was doing, if I was able to beat the fuck out of his ass, one up him, that would make me happy. That would cure my sickness. That would cure my heart sicknesses. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick, it says in the book of Proverbs. I'm not sick in the head. I know what I'm doing is wrong. I just don't give a fuck. I'm sick in the heart. Yeah. Oh! If I could be a somebody and not a nobody. If the cops were afraid, for some reason, were afraid of me. If these tough, in South America, the cops torture you, they put you in jail, they don't give you your rights. If the cops were afraid of me, if somehow I got in a fight with a cop, one of the baddest cops, who was off duty, and I beat his ass, I feel so fulfilled, so complete, so whole, life was wonderful. That's my ideal vacation in Bogota, South Columbia. To go to Columbia, immediately the top-notch girls start noticing me, admiring me for my looks first. Then once they got to know me, they loved my personality. Then once they heard my songs, not only the top-notch girls, but virtually everyone who already heard my song would start jamming out. If I wanted to get something to eat, and people were offering to either give me free meals or buy my meals for me, because I was good looking, and there would be just something about me that stood out that they liked. If I could spray paint graffiti, leave my mark in the most doleful, dangerous, gang-infested, dangerous parts of the cities, in the back alleys, where they had guys, gangs, and people selling drugs, snorting, shooting crack needles. And they knew better. If I could get away with it. Spray paint my graffiti on the walls. Bones! The third eye. Bloody bones! The third eye. The most important thing is that I have Jesus and be truly saved. And after that, I want my reward down here, not my reward in heaven. Let me go to Bogota Columbia. Let me be an unofficial star. Let me be top-notch good-looking guys, then top-notch good-looking girls. Let my elbow to wrist bones be longer than all those long-armed top-notch girls. Let me look in my 20s. Let me be mistaken for a college kid. A boy, not a man. By boy, I don't mean a little fucking kid. 10 years old. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I mean, like a college boy. 19, 20, 21. And if I can have it, if you don't love me, fuck yourself and go to hell. Those who love me well. Those who don't can go to hell. That's my dream vacation to Bogota. And I wish where I came back, I could have my childhood home back, my trails in the woods I made by myself, somehow have, by some act of God, have the church back, that my trails that trails were over a mile long, came out to that cinder block black church. I'm heartsick. Just please, give me the cosmetic surgery to make me into a top-notch guy. Give me the damn hair transplants. If my face is not a face to die for, give me cosmetic reconstructive surgery to have a face to die for. Give me stem cells so I can have my metabolism back, so I can pig out and not get fat. So I can be slim instead of pudgy or middle-aged spread. Let me be smart enough to spray paint my graffiti on the walls in the most dangerous places of the city and get away with it scot-free, and tough enough if costs are confronted to fight and beat the asses of the toughest, baddest gangsters and bouncers and off-duty cops down there. That's all I ask. Is that's a fucking crime? Because if it is, ask me if I give a good goddamn. I don't. Go fuck yourselves if you don't love me. Go fuck yourselves. Up your 7th time.